Hey, what's up, guys? Bueller here again, here to do the daily stock watch list review for April 24th. And today we did SPY, Beyond, Starbucks, Tesla, Zoom, McDonald's, Disney, Boeing, Nvidia, and then I left a note. And then I put notes on most of these. The last two I was just trying to get through, but I put targets on pretty much everything. But yeah, you can screenshot that while we go through this, or go check out the stream. Today was probably one of my best streams. The turnout was good too. We covered a lot though. But here I said above 281.35. A good target would be 282.50. Below 279.60. Target lower 278s and 276. I said lower 278s because I wasn't super confident on it coming down after it recovered pretty much all of its extended hours drop. I mean, it pretty much did a whole U. It came back up higher actually. So started the day off right today. If you get faked out playing this bear flag, I don't blame you. It did its own thing. But that's why you set stop losses. That's why you cut losses at 10-15%, because this shouldn't have been a big L. No one should have taken a big loss from SPY today. It didn't do that bad. It was pretty good to follow. And then you kind of had this cup and handle kind of form, not really. And then our break above was 281.35, so that actually broke around almost 1 o'clock, so about an hour before power hour. And it did get pretty good support right here on this candle. But all of these stayed above it, so I would have been confident to enter on any one of those. And then you had the rise up to the target. Knowing that it hit your target, you could stay in for just a little longer because you're actually up. You're up in profits right here. So going to this target, you could easily sell above it. I mean, you could sell at it. You know, you could have sold right here instantly and got a pretty good percentage. But the better percentage would have you just been holding it. I know that's really hard to do, but if you're already at your target, why not? You know, take your profit. You're not being greedy every time you do that, but this time around that would have helped. And it's kind of hard to, you know, pick up on when and when to not, you know, hold longer, but you just pick up on it as you go. Personally, I probably would have held it just because not a single red candle hit, and then you had this doji. That would have been a perfect time to exit because you knew that the next candle was probably going to be a reversal candle, and it's the end of the day, so you got to get out anyway. But on with SPY. Now we have Beyond. I said reaching back into most important gap on the stock between 102 to 129. Support above 102 would mean bullish. Let's delete all that. Support above 102 would mean bullish. Possible bull flag on hourly and 30-minute time frames. Above 108, below 100. And I called this stock out like 100 times today. Above 108, below 100. Which it didn't even get near our break below. So right out the gate, Beyond made, at least my chat made, I think at least 10 to 15 people played this today. Whether it was from this jump, I know people played this from here when it got support on 103. That was really important because I did say it needs to stay above 102 to stay bullish, and it stayed right above it. Let's mark that. 102 is right here, and you got that 103 support. That wick came down and tested it, and then you kind of had a good support about 104, 104.20. I know some people played here. I know people played here. I was calling out shorts about, I think it was around noon or so later on in the day. But I was calling to short this right after. I think it was on this hill, actually. It was probably like right here. Somewhere in here. But yeah. So Beyond was very fun to play. After you saw it touch... this is why I shorted it later in the day. But after I saw it do this, and then come down and come back up and test it with, like, you know, the wicks right here, it made kind of like a weaker push there, so that's a lower high in my eyes. Because this is a strong push or a strong reverse, and then this is just not as strong. So that was a really good indication that you could start shorting. As soon as I saw this, I think that's when I called it out. But yeah, props to everyone who played Beyond today. Really proud of everyone on that one. That was straight to the T from the watch list today. On Starbucks, I said keeping support above 75.50 will mean bullish. Keep watch overall. 76 to 76.20 range is a solid resistance. Will need to be broken to make a bigger move up. Oh, okay. So this threw it all off. I was about to say, I'm like, where are all my numbers off? So I was saying above, like, this area was going to be bullish, but then it did this right out the gate, so that would have been really good for shorts. I think in the stream I was even saying if you want to short this right out the gate, you can, because this was just such a weird pre-market, and all the lines we were setting was just But yeah, right at the gate, I probably would have just stayed away from Starbucks if I saw this, because it wasn't an official item to the list, but I did note some stuff just to show people if it is going to push up, it's going to have to do that. So of course, if it doesn't do that, it's probably going to go down. That's a really big drop. Tried flagging there. Next one we have is Tesla, which you won't see me post Starbucks on the list too much. Somebody put it in chat, and I feel in a good mood, so I put it on there. Tesla bounced perfectly off support at 695 to 697, above 718.25. Above 718.25 the aggressive entry, and then 725 was our target / next entry. Below was 710. So if it broke below that, you play it. 706.65 was the target. So that was a good target. That was a good trade. Let's go to the 1 minute so you can see everything that happened there. Right out the gate, I don't blame you if you don't want to play it. But you did see it catch support on our more aggressive entry and our passive. So that would have been really good to start longing Tesla as soon as you saw these support grabs. Damn, Tesla did a bunch of movement today. I think this is only my second time looking at it. Was the above 17.25? Yeah, so you wouldn't even have been able to play the actual break above till later in the day, which is okay. I mean, that's patience. Patience plays. But after you saw it reject this, you probably could have shorted it, to be honest, because it didn't just reject it. It looks ugly up there. Look at all those wicks. Nothing can get confirmed right there. I bet it looks a little better on the 5 minute. Yeah. Yeah, that's ugly. That's a really good reversal candle on the 5 minute, though. That's a really good indicator. Enter on this candle. Maybe even just enter 50% of your position on there. Tesla would have made really good money, though. Zoom. Oh, and there was also a crap ton of plays called out at the end of the day. I posted like 4 or 5. So the break above was 177.20. I don't blame you if you didn't play that one, considering this was your only... I hope no one was in calls on this one. That was the current high. I think in the Zoom call, in the YouTube stream, I said I was more bearish on Zoom as well, just because it's at a current high. The break below is 172.40. Break of trend / break of bull flag on 30 minute. Target is 168 to 170. So I said short it about right there to about 168, 170. So I was saying sell it somewhere between here if you did get into here. Any more than that was better. It even kind of used my second target as support a little and resistance, and just continued. It just kept continuing down. But this was all fundamental news. That was from the everyone banning them and hating on them kind of thing. Security issues with Zoom. McDonald's, I said above 183, very strong resistance on the 15 minute. Below 181.50, that's the pre-market low. It caught support on that line that we were mentioning in the stream. And it instantly exited our break below. Oh, wait a minute. That was our break below. Okay, it caught support on our break below. Sorry about that. That would have been a really good indication to grab on that. I know a few people that were trying to short this and got caught in the choppiness, and that's totally fine. But just remember, on McDonald's, you are going to get some weird days like that. This is a good day trading stock sometimes, but I mainly will call it out for swings. But you can capitalize on some good day trades on this one. Even confirmed after it caught support here. So if you were in calls that whole time, props to you. You didn't even have a reason to exit that whole time. Let's go to Disney. Break above the gap fill at 103 is what I said. Okay, it's up there. Rejection multiple times could also lead to a drop, so be wary and double confirm your entries. And we got a pretty nasty drop from this. I didn't put a break below on this. I just was marking that it was at a pretty crucial spot at the time in pre-market. Just some extra notes. Not every single one's going to be a crazy, to the T play, but here we go on BA above 139.15. I'm not even going to do that. The break below was 137.25. It's about this one. The target was 135.50. Target number 2 was 132. So here's first target. Second target down here. And as you can see, it's where it kind of had some consolidation. So my targets were confirmed to be pretty good. So if you shorted BA and you stuck with my targets, good job. That was to the T playing right there. On the 5 minute, you would have entered here on the first or second candle. And then you would have double confirmed passing this one, considering that was your target. And then you honestly could have stayed. I mean, you didn't have a single reason to exit on this. You could have taken profits on this level thinking that you were being greedy, because that is over $5 a share. But it's always good to set some targets. Go set some further targets every time. Here on NVIDIA, we have above 284.60. Target number 1 was 287.50. So that was a really clean target as well. To 292.50. So if it would have kept going, the top range for that was 292.50. If it was, one of those other days where NVIDIA just shoots up $20 a share or something. But here on the break below, it was 281.50. So let's see where that hit. So it actually caught support on our break below. That's a very, very strong confirmation that we're going to be going up. You could easily have grabbed calls on any of these candles, on any of these support candles going up, especially this one because that's super bullish. Sorry, this one too. That's very bullish when you got a green body and a wick going up that high. Continuation doji. A good enter on this level would have been after you had this higher high. I would probably would have got it on the break, so probably on the top of this candle or somewhere in this candle. And then go to your second target. I set a second target on that one for 290. Oh no. Yeah, 287.50, and then 292 is above that. So if you were going to this target, that would have been perfect to just exit. Anywhere here, anywhere there would have been fine. Anywhere above that, you're not really being greedy per se, but it is good to just take your win and go. Plus, it's Friday. It's the end of the day. Your contracts are going to start getting killed. But I really do appreciate everyone who's in the stream today. We had a lot of people, had a lot of turnout, had some good talk, had a lot of really good analysis this morning. If you want to go check out, that is on the YouTube. It's the one for today on April 24th. But make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.